me, JP Astor,
will be telling you the best hero star cards in the game.
For your light side heroes. And this is a follow-up to our dark side hero star cards. You should go check it out after this one. And we had feedback from the last one saying that we didn't go into enough detail about the star cards themselves. So we're going to do that for this video.
Now you're probably always wondering why we've always got dark side gameplay in the background. That's because we're grinding out for that old master skin. Anyway, let's get into the video. But just before we get into it, just let me have a second of your time. I just really want to tell you about today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Now, I personally play on Raid Shadow Legends, and let me tell you, it is the worst game of all time.
So we're going to be splitting up this video into 3 parts, which is going to be the prequels, the original trilogy, and the sequels. So the prequels will be done by Nuke Legolas, the original trilogy by me, Ballistic, and the sequels by JP Astor. Anyway, enough with that. Let's get into the video.
So, just before we get into this is going to be, we're going to do the trilogies as co-op. So, it would just be 4 light side heroes for co-op, 6 light side heroes for original trilogy co-op, and 4 for sequel co-op. So, first we're going to be doing prequel co-op, obviously, and we're going to go Anakin Skywalker first. So, his first star card is going to be Massive Strikes. This star card allows for extra lightsaber damage without sacrificing stamina. It's really good. Then we've got Attraction, which means pulling enemies towards you with Anakin's pull dominance is extremely overpowered. And then with his final star card is Raw Strength. Like other star cards, Raw Strength can be the difference between knocking enemies down and killing them. So next, for Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, we are going to have Jedi Resilience. There is no better star card for allowing you a longer time on the battlefield. This health regeneration card allows you to find cover and quickly get back into the action. So next, for Quickened Focus, this star card reduces charge-up time, meaning less time standing still and less shots taken. Think It Over is the final star card. Being on the receiving end of Obi-Wan's mind trick can be maddening. It prevents you from dodging or using abilities yourself. This card keeps that maddening state going for longer. Then, for Yoda, the third character for the prequel trilogy, he is going to have for his first one, Master of the Force. A proper Unleash blast is one of the most fun things you can do in Battlefront 2. Absorbing blaster fire and then unleashing it back on your enemies is even better with this star card, which deals bonus damage if you've absorbed the maximum amount of fire. For the second one, we're going to have Lightsaber Mastery. Attacking with Yoda's lightsaber can often turn into a button-mashing affair. Because of that, you can find yourself out of stamina and open to attack. This star card gives Yoda more stamina to play with. And then finally, for his third one, we are going to have Feel the Force. Yoda's presence ability is literally a lifesaver. It is wise to upgrade it as much as possible. Feel the Force gives you more bonus health when you activate presence. Then, finally, for Chewbacca, we're going to have his first card as bonus health. For a target like Chewbacca, a health card that increases your life bar is almost necessary. Then, for his next one, we're going to have Slammed. Bonus damage being done to enemies closer to your charge slam attack can make the difference between knocking down your targets and killing them. Furious Resilience. Like the bonus health star card, this card beefs up Chewbacca's protection from enemy blasters, giving you reduced damage when the Furious Bowcaster ability is activated.
Okay, so our first original trilogy light side hero is going to be Luke. And his first star card will be Stronger Push, where it makes his push have a bigger knockback, so it pushes the enemies further away from him, so he's less likely to get hurt. And his second one will be Strong Repulse, which makes his repulse ability have a bigger area of effect. And his last one will be Jedi Fighter, where it's, because this one's a really good one, where it makes him so he drains less stamina with his lightsaber, blocking, you name it. So for our second original trilogy hero, we have Leia, and her first star card will be Rebel Heart. When used in combination with the Relentless Fire star card, will make it so she deals more damage with her E11 Rapid Fire Blaster, which is like her main ability, and it's a really good gun. So now for Leia's second star card, we've got Relentless Firing, which we mentioned in the other one, which is it gives her E11 Blaster, it gives you more time using it, so you can kill more enemies. And for her final ability, Stay Together, which is when she is within 15 meters of two allies, then her and the allies take less damage. So for our third original trilogy light side character is going to be Han Solo, and his first star card will be Airburst. So Han Solo's detonate charge will deal extra damage and is more dangerous if detonated before making contact with a surface. His second one is going to be Broad Shoulders, which means that he receives less damage when using his shoulder charge ability. And his final star card will be Heavily Modified Blasters, which makes his DL-44 blaster build less heat whilst firing. And what would probably be the next original trilogy hero would be Chewbacca, but we've already had him in the prequel bit, so if you've already forgotten, go back to that with Nuke Legolas and go check it out. And for our next character, which is a bit like the Chewbacca situation, it would be Yoda, but of course we've already had him in, again, the prequel bit. But, and again, if you've forgotten, just go back to the bit with Nuke Legolas. So now for our final original trilogy character is going to be Lando, and his star cards will be Quick Shock, which boosts your disabler effectiveness, shocking enemies for a longer duration if you activate it within 5 seconds of throwing it. So his next one will be Wide-Eyed, which is the Sharp Shot ability can be extremely useful in battle. This card allows you to target enemies from further away, increasing your odds of a satisfying multi-kill. And his final one will be Maximized Efficiency. And if you get a multi-kill, or even just a multi-hit, on 3 or more targets, this card reduces the time you will have to wait to use the Sharp Shot ability again.
So now we are going to be doing sequels, and to start off, we are going to be doing Rey. Now, for the first Rey star card, we chose Deep Mind. This works in tandem with the Mind Trick ability, increasing the time your targets are affected by Mind Trick if they are first identified by Insight. The next star card for Rey is Opportunist, and Opportunist is a second star card to work with Mind Trick. This one is more direct, dealing extra damage to enemies affected by Rey's Ace in the Hand ability. And for Rey's final star card, it is Damaging Strike. So Rey's strike is damaging in its own right, but adding extra damage, the more enemies Rey hits makes it even more effective in tight quarters. Now for our second sequel hero, we have Finn, and his first star card is Stay Calm. Now if you're playing as Finn, you'll want to spend as much time with the Deadeye ability. And that's what this star card is for. It extends the duration of Deadeye. Now, for Finn's second card, which is raised to do one thing, this card is to build up your Deadeye ability, and this one increases the lock-on radius for Deadeye. Now, for Finn's final star card, which is called Come Get It, this isn't a necessary star card to equip, but it increases the duration of Big Deal with every headshot you score, but it's an easy way to keep Big Deal going. It's useful in a pinch. And for our final sequel hero, we have BB-8. His first star card is called Spared Batteries, and for every 3 defeated enemy troopers or 300 damage dealt to a villain, the shock prod's damage output is increased by 1 to a maximum. This effect is reset when BB-8 is defeated. For BB-8's next star card, which is called Self-Repairs, BB-8 has increased maximum health regeneration up to 100 health at the rare rarity. And for BB-8's third and final star card, we have Whirlwind. Now, this both damages an area of effect of Cable Spin, which is increased, which makes this a really good ability, as BB-8 is not as strong as some of the other heroes and villains. All of these star cards are really good for BB-8 because you only have to be level 10 to unlock them.
Anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. We hope you agree with our star cards decisions and use them in your future games. Anyway, that's going to be the end. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. Anyway, see ya.
Bye, guys.